playing tonight. As the ball is up, the game is... Olynyk gives to Vanderbilt. He too was absent in that game 2 weeks ago. He's off.
Brian, let me ask you, where do you think the 34 points that Paul George scored against him comes from?
Played very well with 14 points against the Jazz. Marcus Morris Sr. will certainly act spectacular for the Clippers. He had 19 the last time these two teams met. Markkanen inside off the window and in.
Hands full because Markkanen was taken out behind the three-point line and then was good enough to put it on the floor.
45 remaining in the first quarter. Sexton the floater. It is by Zoo. They get it to Morris for the transition three. Hits short. Rebound back to Zoo. Emulate barricade. Rumbles down the lane. Finishes high off the glass. No. Zoo with the rebound. A fadeaway little.
Big man goes after the shot and tries to block it. Zoo should be free to go on the offensive glass.
Far season, but certainly tonight Mike Conley not playing with the knee injury as Leonard rises in the mid-range and jump off the page. His impact has been large. Jackson behind the defense and flat. Jackson fronting Olynyk, who has good position inside, but Morris taps it over to Markkanen, who glides in. Nice free. Great defense there for Utah. Horton Tucker is back the other way. Picked up by the lead as large as 5. Clippers large as 4. Morris, baseline spin. It's good again.
Up as a starter. And then we have the youngster Sexton coming off the bench.
Defensively for the Jazz. Jackson open in transition for the catch and shoot three. And he knocks it off the arc. Jackson with a rebound. Wall in overdrive. Challenging Clarkson to the rim and lays it. Location was his biggest key. Fontecchio down the lane to float well. And they add to their lead. It's out of front by fades and fires and Wall. Beat the buzzer. Powell down the lane, keeps it above his head, floats it up and floating. One with a double-digit lead. Utah 3 and 4 when trailing by 10 or more. Casper's frame draws a crowd. Good ball movement. Powell open for 3. Lets it.
Who up to that point only had 2 field goal attempts, and it winds up being a bucket.
Batum open for 3. Lets it. Wall sidestepping defenders to the rim.
A local meal service here, and just talking to Rocco before.
You saw a shot when he came into this team. The first thing he said is we're going to be heavily involved.
Instead of in.
Vanderbilt. Back to Clarkson for the contested 3. It's back to Leonard. Wall for the rhythmic 3. Hit one from by 15. Sexton. Strong drive has been phenomenal for Utah. Powell inside, hangs, absorbs the contact. Huggles and then ultimately loses it. Clippers out the power play. Coffee from the wing to the lane to the rim and lays it.
It's the quick push in the beginning after securing the rebound that allowed
5.5 quarters, 52-35. They are out in front of Utah. Clarkson for Powell for 3. Vanderbilt. Now Markkanen, baseline drive, strong drop. He has a team-high 12. Turnover. Markkanen back the other way, but can't get the ball. Clarkson transits the 3. No lead is safe, but they have struggled from the three-point line. Something to pay attention to. They've got 5 triples here with 4.5 to play in this second quarter. Jackson point by 5, shooting 57% overall from the field. Utah, again, Sexton requesting the screen. Goes back to Vanderbilt with a clever pass. So with
the foul, go up high.
Throw Coach Fratello goal line. 4:14 to play in this. Hey, today's Clipper Nation kid of the game is Flynn K. Man, alone in the corner. Seductive ball fake. Drives around his side. And they lob it back to Markkanen. Dismissed by Zoo. And on the third effort, a good closeout by Vanderbilt. Stutter steps around and gets to the rim and lays it.
Officials on his way down.
A whistle and a foul will go third quarter.
See him protect it right there with his body.
Fouling, talking about the Clippers. Utah so far tonight 11-12 from the free throw line.
Rise up and shoot that jumper.
Sexton in a straight jacket, hands it off to Olynyk. It up with the Jazz. Giving that green light with as many threes as they want to take. Giveaways to secure your spot. Sexton turns and shoots over the top. It's 14 points, 5 rebounds, hitting almost 40% of his threes. I think that spirit that we saw on Saturday has continued over, and Zoo controls. A couple of block shots for Zoo here tonight. Leonard all alone. Man to the 6:45 to play in the third. Olynyk to Markkanen, lays it in. Quarter on 4 of 9 shooting. Clippers 5 of elevate Leonard from the wing to the lane to the rim. You're just so happy for Reggie. He is such a, and I just love it when he plays well. Usually me pulls up for three. It's in the air and it's good. Oh, blemish on his scorecard. Vanderbilt inside, whistle. Reggie gets the screen from Zoo, dives down the lane. The floater, it's Fender and Wall, but then met at the free throw line by Jackson. They give to Beasley. 17, Beasley for three. Markkanen with the tap in, no, gets his own rebound. Count it.
This guy is an all-star.
Wall. Horton Tucker for the lead. Have seen Powell down the lane. The floater into the shoot for Utah. Horton Tucker for three. It's spirit that we were talking about in the first 24 minutes. Not there right now. Powell double team in the Utah Jazz. Utah 37 third quarter points. Horton Tucker bouncing into Jackson. A whistle and a fence chicken here. And casually
Minutes. So that size difference has really helped Utah.
Leonard bounces into Markkanen and then cuts the lead down to 4. Markkanen to the rim. Misses for the Clippers. By the way, the Jazz this year when they lead by reload. Powell spins into the paint. Wrap around to Batum underneath and lays it in. He does not have numbers. Attacks on Leonard anyway. Stops and puts it up. No, a whistle.
They're double teaming Kawhi.
Jackson gets around his defender.
He'll have wide open looks at the basket.
We saw Coffee spots an entry to the house. A double clutch and he lays.
Got a W for him.
Beasley for three in the lead. Oh! Kawhi up and under. Swing pass to Coffee. Down the lane to the rim. Hangs inside. For Olynyk. A bit out of control. Recovers. Dragons pivot for no whistle. Powell sheds his defender. Down the lane. Hangs inside. No. Rebound batted up and not in.
Then a turnover and there it is.
Batum Levelashity takes it to the house and lays it in. Powell for three. 93 to 86. Clarkson down the lane. Tough shot. Tough for some.